So, the puppies are eating sweet potatoes. Kratos is over there hoarding up. He's gonna come over here and get in trouble. And this is not about to let him have it. So yeah, the story behind this. Well, let me get out of here so I can show you. This is a promise that I want none of your stuff. I'm honestly pretty sure she's only eating it because Kratos is. Unless they actually think it's good. Sweet potatoes are fine, by the way. You can feed sweet potatoes to your dogs. Basically, I had this huge thing of sweet potatoes. Most of them are old. That I was given. Oof, the G's gonna clean that. That I know I was gonna use, but I was given to them, so they just been sitting in here. Kratos, who was out here, he decided he was gonna grab him a couple, and so I decided to see if Jack would eat them too, and she would. She's only had one. I'm wondering if she would go over there and try to steal some from Kratos, because Kratos has like 4 over here. Yeah, he has 4 over here. So we're actually gonna see if she actually gets it. Yeah, so Kratos actually went in that and grabbed some. I want to see if Jack gets over here and grabs them. And I also want to see if Kratos lets her. Surprisingly enough, she doesn't seem to be too interested. Wait, she spotted. So at first I didn't know what it was because he was laying up here with it, and so I grabbed it from him and threw it away. I thought he got some weird strange piece of meat out of something. So Jack does not seem to be interested in stealing anything in the room. It was actually interesting. I'm just realizing it tastes good. And Jack's over there sniffing the box. Kratos is warning. You see his hackles are up. Honestly, I don't actually know how much sweet potato is good and bad for the dogs. I know they can have sweet potato, but dude may or may not have the runs. Regardless, I'm gonna put the rest of these stuff up. These things are old anyway. I was thinking about throwing them in the yard and just letting them die and or grow. I wonder if Jack's being nice though because I'm out here, or if she's just generally being nice about it. All right, I guess this can be attached to the raw feeding video because he's definitely eating raw sweet potatoes. It's kind of nasty. Sit, Jack, sit. Basically, what I'm going to do is I am going to Jack, sit. See what happens if I can get him away from his potatoes. Because I honestly don't think Jack is interested in the potatoes, but because Kratos decided that it was a good source of food, she is interested in it. So I want to see what Kratos does if I go over here and give Mom a little bit of raw. So you can see he's over there. So I'm going to have to go out of frame a little bit. So as you guys saw this morning, Jack had quite a bit of just skin as far as the raw goes. You guys aren't seeing it, but I mean, so I could scoot over a little bit more. Sorry, I'm holding it with one hand. Okay, there we go. So let me see if I can get this. So y'all can see what happens when I give Jack something to eat. Some raw. Just give her a bit more protein. I would usually do this later, but usually later in the day. But you shall see. Sorry, I'm trying to find a good piece. It's not huge. Like I said, we're trying to do this raw thing gradually. Okay, so I have Raw right here, and I'm about to feed to Misses, but we're gonna focus on what Toon Boonies is doing. Okay, little boy don't really care. I'll see. No, that's interesting though. Like I said, Kratos is not very. He's not really a foodie. He's not really a foodie, I have to say. Okay, so this is gonna be quite a bit of raw that I'm giving her in one sitting. Which I would normally not do, but I do want to see. Oh gosh, can there be any small pieces in here? Good jeez, I did not split this up enough. All right, I'm not gonna come over here. No, he's guarding his potatoes. I'm gonna take them away from him. And to be honest, just to show you guys that I can, I'm gonna let the missus out first, just because I don't want her to come over there and try to guard stuff, but that's not gonna happen. Because she's, I can take things from her, but she's less comfortable with me than Jack was, or than Kratos is. Okay. So you guys probably saw that when I stepped out, Jack made like a mad dash to grab her food that I was stepping near. Kratos, on the other hand, hi Toon Boonies. Oops, sorry, I didn't see in my hand. See, no reaction. I have no clue what I'm gonna do. Fact of the matter is, if I don't throw these away, like trash them, Toon Boonies is just gonna find them again. Because like I said, I was just gonna throw them in the yard somewhere. There's actually that part of the yard in the back that's kind of gated off. So I'm just gonna throw them back there and let nature take hold. And not necessarily a compost pile, but you know, still. But now that the dogs will eat it. And the fact of the matter is that, well, let me see. Let me give one to Jack. The fact of the matter is, all these things are good, so I'm definitely have to throw them away. The fact of the matter is that I really don't think. And off she goes. She's like, I'm going to go as far as I can, so she doesn't have to share. Well, y'all aren't here for it anyway. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, I really don't think that Jack would have any interest in it if Kratos did. These are trash. I'm gonna finish that. Paco, what you doing, man? You kind of in the way. You can open the doors for me out here. That'd be real nice. I only got 2 hands, and one of them's holding the phone. But yes, so this is trash. This is gonna make my new trash bag say new. Is over there finishing up. Where'd the missus go? She was over there. There she is. You see, she got it still. He's working on it. That's just super interesting. Maybe I'll have to do that later for as far as raw. See, the issue is that, like I said, the only dog I've had on raw before, on the full raw diet was Paco. And I have this theory that since Paco's so tiny, that he tastes everything, and so he just does not eat raw vegetables unless they're carrots. I can see all my dogs can eat raw carrots. The Paco specifically does not really get into things. Excuse you, fly. Look at him all up there. Bad dog. He specifically does not get into things and into vegetables that aren't already fully cooked unless they're carrots. So just to give him a variety of, hi man, did you eat the sweet potatoes? He said, I found food. Another thing when I said that he's more likely to climb onto top of stuff, like he's more likely. I literally have no clue. He might be 2 years old before. Oh, this spider web. These spiders be out here bold. Sorry, I used my phone to do something. But anyway, like I said, Dogo Argentino Mastiff dogs are big like this, don't fully mature until like 2 years old. So it might be 2 years of age before he's allowed to be out of my house free when I'm not in the house. Because like I said, he's the type of dog who will put his paws up to climb over something, climb on top of something to get to food. So that's just something to keep in mind there. Man. Alright, get down. Off. I don't really want to get him in the habit of climbing on top of stuff. Because he does it very easily. He does it very easily. He has no problems putting his paws on something. If he can. You better not. Which is why he had the issue. Like, I remember, I might reference this quite a bit. But, he had that issue before where he had, not an issue, but there was this one time. So the thing is, Kratos needs to be told to do something at all times, especially, well, usually. One of the things that I noticed is that when he doesn't have anything, if I'm not telling him to do something, he gets himself into some trouble. Well, I was like, nope. No, there's plenty of, maybe Kratos look like he cleaned up. Sit. Dumb sit. It is actually his time to be in the crate. He's been out of the crate all morning since breakfast. It is like 2 o'clock now. Okay. It's not 2 o'clock yet. It's probably like 12. Like 12:30. But basically, he's been up all morning. He's been out all morning. So it's time to switch it up with the Miss Lady. Even though very soon I'm going to be going to go grocery shopping. Oh, goodness, you guys. I need to do some work with him today, though. I was going to do some socialization with him, but really, I want to focus on... See, the thing is that when I go out... Paco, you literally just came in. You're not going out. Paco's been a bad boy and has been sneaking off. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys have noticed or you guys remember, because I'm not sure when you guys came along to this channel, but... you were pooping. You couldn't finish pooping, missus. Girl, be careful. Be careful. Be careful. But you remember over there, the other dog next door was kind of digging, and then my dogs would kind of pitch in and help. So, it's not big enough for any of my bigger dogs to fit through, but it sure is big enough for my little Chihuahua to fit through. And I know one day in particularly, I walked out here to call him, didn't see him anywhere. So I don't think that somebody came into my yard and snatched him up. No, this little tiny dog and squeezed out of one of those little holes over there from the neighbor's yard. I'm just like, so I gotta watch him. Yeah, I cleaned our yard yesterday. It's a daily thing, y'all. Y'all gotta be doing it. You gotta be cleaning yards daily. But anyway, in regards to poop, some poop business, I guess. I have noticed that that the poop that I don't pick up quick enough. Because honestly, I'll fairly admit that I'm not out here cleaning up every day, which is why I have to be out here. Which is why when I do go out here to clean up, I'm usually out here for quite a bit longer. It's not a huge time, but 15-20 minutes out here trying to make sure the yard's completely clean of poop, because there's just so much poop out here. Anyway, the point is since I don't clean it up every day, I've been noticing that some of the poop will get time to kind of sit there for a while. And the thing about raw food is that raw dogs and on raw food, and their poops usually kind of have white in them from the raw food. So the raw food just kind of, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not a scientist, y'all. Let me just be real. But it's just a common known fact that raw food poops are smaller, less smellier, and they also tend to disintegrate into white, I don't know, dust when they're left out for a while regular poop just kind of sits there for a while. Jack, sit. Good girl. Okay. So, yeah, she goes checking it out. That's a good thing to know. Next time I can give them a sweet potato to eat if I need to get some vegetables. But I haven't actually introduced vegetables into their raw diet. But anyway, the point is that I've noticed that part of their poop has been crumbling away to that white. Not all of it, of course, because like I said, they're not on a full raw diet yet. They are eating kibble, which just isn't processed the same way in the body. But, she might be out here a while just checking to see if there's any scraps left. So, Jack does not get high-value items too often because she is very controlling of it. Not controlling of it, but she wants to protect it. And I can literally not tell you why she's done that. Like, she's like that. It's been good with her food because, I can hand feed her. But things just like certain things like high value chews and stuff, if I let her have it, like if she chews on it in my hand, like if I'm holding it and she's chewing on it, there is even sometimes, well, I haven't done it in a while, but this one she's real younger. Like if I would pet her and allow her to chew on a high value item while I'm still holding it, she would still do a bit of growling, like she wants to protect it even though it's in my hand. So I'm not sure what happened when she was a puppy, but she came to me incredibly food aggressive. Not really incredibly food aggressive, but I definitely had to teach her, no, I provide the food, so don't you dare. I provide the food, so you have no reason to protect it from me. You know, this, you know, not to say that the food's mine, like, cause I'm not gonna eat her food, so there's no reason for me to take it. But you know, it's just that you can't behave a certain way and expect to you know, to keep something. You know, if she wants to have something to herself, she needs to be quiet. She needs to be polite. Like I said, I don't want her food. I'm not about to eat it. I have no reason for it. You know, she has the only reason for it. Even her high value chews, but she needs to understand that just because somebody's near you, just because somebody's touching you, doesn't mean you have a right to snap at somebody. So, but she's, as you guys can see, she's very, very not comfortable with that. And I will say the one thing that I have never had to deal with Kratos with is food aggression. Never, ever, ever, ever. You see that she definitely protected it from Kratos, or he definitely protected it from Jack. You saw him do a little growling, but I've never had that issue with Kratos. Anyway, I'm about to go inside, which is something that I actually think is pretty cool that I haven't had to deal with Kratos. But like I said, Jack, I have no clue how she was raised or whatever. It could be a psychological thing, but I'm more just kind of, I feel like it's just the way she was raised, because your puppies don't normally come to you food aggressive. At least not, I mean, they kind of do. They want to do a little growling to be like, okay, leave stuff alone. Really not to the extent that she was. But, you know, I never got bit. She never bit anybody else or any other dog. But, you know, it was definitely something that we worked on a lot when she was younger. Anyway, y'all don't want to hear about Jack, but we're about to go inside. Look at that face. Aren't you a sweet girl otherwise? Look at the face. My pretty girl. Okay. Well, I guess before I hang it up, so I did give the missus, some raw. I guess I'll give Kratos his little bit of raw. It's definitely going to be a bit awkward because, luckily, Jack's better at leaving things alone than Kratos is. Kratos tends to keep trying to get towards something even if I tell him no. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out a piece. There's like 2 big pieces in this thing. There's that piece. And there's this piece. Yeah, this piece is going to have to do. You better not. But this is Kratos's. Jack is not going to get this. Get back. Bye. Go. Go, Jack. Yeah, you can just get it. There you go. Cool beans. Yeah. So Jack is actually, she follows directions a bit better. A little less better when it's with regards to food, but she is kind of one of my most obedient dogs at the moment. You over here tooting? Girl, go on somewhere with that. You should have done all that outside. But yeah, she's my most obedient, but with regards to food, she gets a little crazy, which, you know. Oh, throw my fork away, y'all. Got some recent dishwater out there. Anyway, y'all. I just want to kind of, like I said, I had that door cracked open because I had Paco out there and Kratos was out. And so I noticed that he was been gone for a while. So I went out there and noticed that he was chewing on sweet potatoes. So I thought I'd get him a video. And also, like I said, it was very curious to see that he just eats sweet potatoes raw like that. It's so weird. Anyway, y'all. Talk to you guys later. Bye.